Hey folks, welcome back to our live broadcast. This is Tony with Rebel Financial. Today is April 2nd. We have a beautiful day outside, but I had to pull my curtains down because of how much sun was coming through. It does belie how cold it is outside because it's like 20 degrees, I think, out there. But it's supposed to be a beautiful weekend here for Easter, so hopefully we get that pretty soon here. I want to talk today about budgeting and tracking your spending, what really should be the cornerstone of your finances. And it is important to get a hold of this stuff because most people really stress out about their spending. That's the main reason. This is a way to give you some control and to understand where your money is going, okay? The younger you are when you start doing these things, the better off you're going to be. Many of the folks that come to me who are in their 50s and 60s who don't have great spending habits are also the ones that don't have a lot in savings. So the ones that can really track their expenses and hone in on that and then worry about paying down debt and then after that, saving money are the ones that are going to be better off in the long run. Thinking about retirement down the road, and I'll start with the end, really what you're trying to do is cover your expenses. And so many people come to us wanting help, but they don't even know what their expenses are. And so once you have that, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to do that, you can begin to really get ahead then, okay? The other issue, if you are not tracking your expenses, is what we call income creep. And how many people feel like at the end of the week when they get their paycheck, the money's gone right away. And then the years go by and they get a couple increases in their pay and still they're in that same boat, right? So, what's happening? Well, as your income increases, so does your spending. And if you start to make really good money, your spending habits get to be even more so. And that means you have even more spending that you need to cover to be able to retire. So if at the beginning we could kind of encapsulate what our spending is and control that and not let that grow, then that means our debt payments, hopefully that will be gone soon enough, and our savings will be the ones that start to receive the extra money we earn, okay? So that's a little bit about that, but really, money's a big stress to a lot of us. This is a great way to get started. You could really do this. It could be on paper, it can be in Excel, but just spending 10 to 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 a week can really help you do this. So what we use is a little more sophisticated, but it also helps you keep the information. So our clients use our RFPW, Rebel Financial Personal website from eMoney. But there's a lot that you can do. We are SmartVestor Pro with Dave Ramsey. He has tools for you to use as an example. But the important thing in one way or the other is to work on honing in on where your money is going so that you can figure out where it shouldn't be going and how to get ahead between the debt and the savings and those types of things. So if you look here, I just drew this up real simply. This is I was being fun with some of this, but you could see, auto and transport, what is going to bills and utilities. And by the way, auto and transport, as an example, should be broken out between fixing the car and your liability. I've done another segment on car payments, and I just hate them, all right? Many of us need them, I get that. But you want to either get rid of them or minimize them the best you can because they are really the difference between saving good money and not saving money. That's often the case. And that income creep, as I mentioned earlier, often means people getting more and more expensive vehicles and extending their car payments and things like that. So, but anyway, just things you want to break it down: bills, utilities, cable, food, groceries, eating out. Eventually, once somebody builds this, I try to encourage folks to hone in on just a couple few, because this can be hard and tedious to do over the course of time, but it's great to start with. But as you go on, where are you spending money? Is it eating out? Well, then figure out how to budget for that, to control yourself. Is it buying too many clothes? It could be that. So those types of things, right? But of course, you're going to have necessary things: medical, property taxes, or rent, your mortgage, things like that. I kind of put some fun things in there. I do not spend $15,000 a year, especially during COVID, on season tickets. And as much as I'd love to travel, I don't do this much. But when you do put it down here, you'll see where your money is going. And, you'll get a good idea on what you need to do to be able to make changes. It's great. If you're single, this is nice and easy. If you're a couple, you may have a resistant partner. So if I were you, I would just take the time to get this on paper and then kind of little by little involve that partner that doesn't want to deal with this. I have clients whose partners that want nothing to do with talking about money, but somehow little by little you need to figure this out. And you leading by example will be a good way to get this started. Oftentimes, by the way, without pushing this on people, you have to do this for your family, and you have to do it with the best support you can, but you're not always going to get it. What this will lead to, of course, is a pie chart. And in this example, I made this because this is bad. You do not want 50% unclassified. And this is what I get from too many people and why I wanted to show this one. You really need to figure out where that money is going. Because if you can't figure out where it's going, well, then guess what? You're not going to be able to stop it. So you really need to be able to look and figure this out, okay? So that's a little bit about, what I want to talk about is getting your feet wet with this. Like I said, whether it's 10 minutes a week or half an hour, just get it. Paper to pencil, Excel, RFPW. We are here to help people if they need it. A lot of people can really use the help, so we're happy to do so. But you are not going to get ahead in life unless you're some of those people who really can overcome their spending habits by income. But the average person is not going to get ahead unless they take the time to do this. And the sooner you do it, the sooner you get a realization of where that money is being wasted, the sooner you're going to change your habits. So anyway, that's all. I just want to make a short Easter weekend video here. I hope this helps some. As always, your comments below are welcomed. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you can, and other channels wherever you're watching this. That would be great. But also you can reach out to us anytime. We love helping people, and we'd be glad to give you some guidance on things, okay? So have a great weekend, and we will see you soon. Take care.